What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be going over the SilverHolder 70-inch LED strip. I've gotten so many questions on my Instagram, social media and everything, so I just want to do a full install and tell you exactly what I did. So first off, I got this LED strip off of Amazon. It was $29.99, and I purchased the new model, but for some reason it came all messed up in the packaging, where the adhesive was supposed to be covered. A lot of it was showing. It looked like it was almost used, and then they just put it back over it and returned it. Either way, I decided to go for it. I was very excited to put this on because I've seen a lot of them online. So the packaging does come with the one strip, okay? It also has two wires. One will be your ground and one will go to your fuse or battery or however you want to wire it up. I'm going to show you later on how to wire it up the way I did it, so it comes on every time you start your truck. I didn't trust the adhesive that it came with, so I bought my own 3M tape that I'm going to apply to it later on. I'm going to put each and every item that I have here in the description below, just so you know where to get them. You're not guessing on sizing and different dimensions. I also went ahead and got these little cables that have a fuse attachment on the end, so we can tap into the fuse box without just wrapping a wire in a fuse. They also come with quite a few fuses, just in case you blow one down the road, you'll have extra. So just to give you guys an example of where we're going to be mounting this, you could either do it up on the hood in between the little rubber grommet, or you can do it where I'm pointing to right now. I wanted to do it this way so I don't have to run the wires down the hood. I may switch it up and see which one I like better, but we're gonna pretty much run it along that plastic. Now we'll go ahead and attach the 3M tape. I did this standing up just to get it on video, which was a little bit difficult. So if I were you, I would lay it down on a flat surface just so I can evenly apply it. And you're just gonna little by little bring some out, apply it, make sure it's even. If you have it, like I said, on a flat surface, it'll be a lot easier. And it was a little difficult with me looking through the phone as well as trying to do that for you guys. Next up, and usually my favorite part when it comes to applying adhesive, is cleansing. I love to clean my truck, so a lot of times this is an opportunity for me to get in some creases that I normally don't. So we're gonna start with some Windex, clean that whole upper grill portion. If it drips anywhere, you can go ahead and clean that as well. But we're gonna go all the way across the top, try to get in between where the grill portion meets the plastic, and we're just gonna wipe it down really well. Make sure you get all the dirt off. Once we get all the dirt off and it's wiped down, I just use a regular cloth that I use to clean a truck with. We're gonna go ahead and add some alcohol into the mix just to make sure the surface is clean of all debris, dry and ready to go. For this step, you really don't need much alcohol. Just dab a little bit on the finger of your cloth. Put your finger under the cloth and dab a little bit on that, and you're just gonna get in that little area that we're gonna apply the strip. And just make sure you go all the way across. Don't leave any stone unturned. So here's a part that could be a little bit tricky. It was trickier for me because the only tape I could find at the time was packaging tape, and it didn't quite stick the way I wanted to the plastic. It had no problem sticking to the grill piece on top or above the headlight, but it was kind of unsticking to the plastic. But pretty much we're just lining this thing up and getting it in place to see how much room we'll have on the left compared to how much room we'll have on the right. And we're gonna be applying some other tape later on, which you'll see where this step is very important, just to keep everything in line. Now, I'm not saying this is the best method ever. I just thought of it, spur of the moment, and used what I had at my house at the time. But it worked well for myself. And if it works well for you, let me know. But if you have a better idea, definitely leave it in the comments for me. So after the left side is taped up and the middle the right side just kind of falls into place, so you don't really need to do anything else. Now for this part, I'm sorry I left out a video. I thought I recorded it, but I didn't. But I'm taking very thin line masking tape and I'm bringing it along just the very edge of where that strip is, where the LED strip is. And then when I peel off a 3M tape, I'm applying it to where that masking tape meets. That way I get a nice straight line and I know exactly where I need to be for it to come out straight. Other than that, what I would do that I didn't show in this video is close the hood before you start the masking tape. Make sure you have how far out you want your LED strip to be, and then mask it off so it does hide under the little rubber grommet and above the grill. So here's our little adapters that I got off Amazon as well. They come with little fuses that we can put in there. And I also got some connectors where we can place wires into and screw them. Online, everywhere I looked, these seem to be the best ones that I could find. I think they're very high quality and I like them a lot. You could wrap them in duct tape afterwards to keep them water sealed tight, but I haven't had an issue with them and I didn't do that. So just to get through what we would do with these in case you haven't. I know this is kind of basic, but I remember there was a first time where I didn't know how to use them. So instructional videos definitely help. So we're gonna go ahead and cut off the ends of these because they give you a little cheap, connector at the end. So we'll go ahead and cut that off. I'm gonna go ahead and strip the wire down just so I can get some exposed wire. And what we're gonna do with these is after we expose some clean wire on the LED's red wire, we're gonna go ahead and insert this in one end. You literally insert it just enough so there's no wire showing on the end, and you just screw it in. It's super simple. You'll feel it tighten up, screw it in till it doesn't tighten up anymore, and then you just repeat it on the other side. You bring it out, slide the wire right through, just enough so there's no wire sticking out, and you just tuck it in there and screw it right in. Simple as that. So again, these had very minimal instructions. Actually, I don't even think they had any instructions. So I went ahead and put these two fuses in here. You gotta wiggle them around just to get them in there nice and snug fit. Fuse box, if you haven't gone into it before, this is your fuse box. You got a little handle to be able to take fuses out, which I'll show you in a minute, but we'll be going into this fuse here. So we're gonna take that 15 out, put it into our little fuse pigtail, and then add another fuse to it. So go ahead and remove that 15 fuse there. We're gonna go ahead and take our little pigtail that we had created, and we're gonna plug it right into where that fuse was. And we're gonna straighten out our wire, put the lid back on. It's as simple as that. Put your little fuse picker tool back in, which I didn't do there, and you're done. Now for the next step, maybe one of the easiest steps. You can do this one of two ways. Me, I just stripped some wire from the ground wire. I undid the little screw that was on my ground on my battery, and I just pretty much tucked it under there and tightened the bolt up, the nut. You can get your own little connectors and connect them to it, which it'd be nicer, cleaner. Either way you go, you're not wrong. Another thing, guys, make sure you tuck your wires. Make sure they're not showing, they're not all over the engine or anything like that. And that's it. There you have it. Simple as that. Very easy install. If you have any questions whatsoever, please comment them. If you can get a hold of me on my Instagram, which I'll leave in the description as well, go ahead and shoot me a message, follow me on there. I will be doing a couple giveaways coming soon, and I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming soon. Sorry they haven't come out in a timely manner. I've just been a little busy, but don't worry. I got you guys. Have a good one.